Lowe's. Find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Over on Prime Video, they're coming thick and fast, aren't they, Hannah? We've got another sports documentary series about a football manager. This one's called A Beautiful Obsession. It's not a perfume. And here's a clip.
Always said, don't think that we are unstoppable. You are perfect and you don't know why. In one blink.
Another horrible goal to concede.
You are in the desert.
So yeah, we had the Jose Mourinho series on Netflix, which I talked about last week. Welcome back, by the way, Hannah, from your trip. Which really, I don't like Mourinho anyway, but I don't really think we learned anything about him because he just never lets the mask drop. This is a very different kettle of fish. Like Mourinho, Pep Guardiola has been hugely successful, especially at Manchester City, where he's just, who are under investigation, of course. We have to mention that. Their financial irregularities. But yeah, he's just won so many trophies with them. It's, beggars belief. And this series, it starts off with the 2024-25 season, where having been hugely successful, suddenly things start to fall apart at Manchester City. And, they've got loads of money, they've signed all the best players, they've got this incredible manager, they've had a lot of success, but suddenly the magic seems to have, something's changed. They're just losing games. They go on this sort of losing streak, which is unprecedented for this particular team, this Guardiola team. You do get behind this. I think Guardiola kind of wears his heart on his sleeve anyway. Generally speaking, when you see him being interviewed, you can immediately tell what kind of mood he's in. He's got he's very charismatic, and you can see that when you see him in the dressing room talk to the players, at one point he's virtually in tears because he's so upset about what's happening. And it's like, do you want me to leave? I love you all. That. It's really, it's very intense stuff. And quite interestingly as well, he has a little bit of a run-in with Kyle Walker. Yes, who subsequently leaves the club. So it's only a few moments, but I wanted to find out more about that for sure. But yes, you're going to see, some pretty big players leaving. So a new squad has to rediscover its identity and get together. And yes, it culminates with the end of the 2025-26 season. And of course, Pep departing, and City will be starting the new season with a new manager, and of course have just heavily lost the Community Shield to Arsenal. This is very different from the Mourinho series in that I really feel you do learn a lot about Guardiola, but he's just one of those guys who lays it all out there. He's really emotional. He gives everything. And I think he has such a strong bond with his players. It's so, for football fans, you're going to love it. I don't know, if you're not into footy, maybe skip it. What did you think, Hannah?
I just like anything like this. I think that you don't have to be a football fan to like this or these kind of documentaries, because I just think that it's so interesting seeing behind the curtain. Clearly highly edited, we know that. It's not completely raw. But I just think we feel like we know, and football is a particular sport where everybody seems to think they're a manager or could do the job better, right? They're always on the sidelines, right from kids football with some, ridiculous parent on the sidelines shrieking advice, right through to people standing in the stadiums shouting abuse at people because they think they can do better. And football sort of seems to bring that. So something like this, for me, you really get to see the emotion, as you said, the emotion from him when he's talking to the players, that relationship, that falling out when players think they're bigger than the club. We've seen it before with Sir Alex Ferguson and David Beckham. You can't become bigger than your club, right? You have to toe the party line. And I don't know, things like this. I mean, I quite like Pep, I think, and I like him more now I've seen this, but I don't know. I suppose football has to be important to you a bit, I guess, if you're watching this, but I don't know, I just like seeing behind the curtain of any industry, of just seeing what really goes on and the heartfelt want. And I always think this when we've just recently have a big tournament, haven't we, and we haven't won, and all the sense of disappointment and the upset, and 48 hours later it's all forgotten, and these poor lads who are so young, okay, earning serious amount of money, but that doesn't really protect your mental health, really. Being abused for not doing this and not doing that. He should have done this. It's the manager's fault. The manager should step down. I don't know. You just get to see some really nice interactions here, and some interactions that you just wouldn't ever normally see. So yeah, I really like them. So.